Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We did a sew-in with a lot of layers. I know y'all been wanting this video for a minute, and I know I've been MIA for a little minute, but I'm back and we back in action. So make sure y'all like this video, make sure y'all comment, and make sure y'all subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. And then don't forget to tell me what videos y'all want next in the comments. I'm trying to keep up, and I got a lot of stuff coming for y'all soon. But today we're doing the middle part. Let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, make sure this part is very, very crispy. Y'all know I don't play by my parts. And we're going to leave a little bit of hair out. Just enough, not too much. You don't want to leave too much leave out just because you don't want your clients to have to deal with all of that. So you want to leave just enough out, and the comb at the end of the tip is going to be what you use as your guide for how much hair to leave out. So we're just going to braid this up, and y'all can watch me do both sides. Y'all know, go ahead and leave the edges out. I do not braid up my clients' edges. I don't believe in it. Too much tension, too much, So leave all of the edges out, and we're going to go ahead and go into the braid down. Y'all know, to me, the braid down is the most important part. It got to be flat. It got to be crispy. It got to be everything. The foundation is the most important part, and we cannot forget that. So y'all know I do the braid down in almost every single video, and let's get into it. So you have to do an anchor braid. An anchor braid is the most important braid. This is the braid that is going to make sure that your install is flat. So make sure you do the anchor braid, and make sure this braid is very small, and make sure that the braid is very tight and crispy. Not tight where it's unbearable for your clients, but I mean the actual braid being tight, if you get what I'm saying. And once you finish with this anchor braid, you're going to go ahead and get into your next anchor braid. And that anchor braid is going to go all across the back. So if you guys know, you guys been watching me for a minute, you guys know that this is my typical braid down for a traditional install. And I did that braid off camera because I had to make a TikTok too, y'all. My content, I've been having to get it back up. So sorry. I'll do a braid down video for y'all again if y'all want me to. But we just go ahead and do these braids, braid them straight down and pull them up, braid them straight down and pull them up. Make sure the braids are small, make sure the braids are flat, and make sure there are no lumps in the braids. I do not like when the braid down is lumpy, and y'all shouldn't either. Your clients won't either. Make sure the braid down is super duper flat, period. So I'm gonna just let y'all watch me do the braid down before I go ahead and get into the sewing and the layers. So I didn't record the rest of the braid down because it's pretty simple and you guys know my basic braid down, but we're gonna go ahead and get to sewing. So she's using my raw Indian bundles, 5 to 7 extensions. These bundles are dropping on August 15th. We will have bundle deals and they will be a little bit cheaper than our Cambodian bundles, so make sure y'all shop with us. I love these bundles, they're everything. And yeah, just watch me go ahead and sew. And it's like the regular sewing that I typically do, going around making sure that the tracks are flat. I double it, I knot it, and yeah. Y'all know I always tell y'all when y'all get to the edge, make sure you split the track up because you do not want lumps on the edge. So split it up and sew one track first. And y'all see how it's split, and then fold it back and do the other one. Fold it back and do the other one. The same thing. Split it up. Do not double the track on the edge. Like, don't do that. It's not gonna be flat at all. And you want this install to be super duper flat as possible. So now that you're on the last bundle, you're just gonna cut the tracks up and you're gonna make sure that it goes side to side. I typically cut the last bundle up because I want to make sure that it's super flat, and you're just gonna go ahead and do this throughout the rest of the sew-in, and it'll be super duper flat. So the first two bundles you don't cut. The last bundle I would recommend cutting up, and that's just me because I like my install super flat. And I'm not gonna finish this install on here just because it's a typical install. If y'all want me to go into more details of a middle part sew-in, I will, from very start to finish, every little tedious part. Comment below and I got y'all, but I wanted to show y'all how I do the styling and the layers more so on this video. So this is just regular. It's in most of my other videos as well. And like I said, you're just doubling it and you're cutting it at the end, and y'all gonna see where I go ahead and cut it just to make sure that both ends are super flat. So right here is where I cut the track, and you're just gonna go ahead and do that throughout the rest of the install. And honestly, what I have left is just 2 more rows and then the anchor braid at the top, and that's pretty much it. And yeah. So now let's get into my favorite part. Let's go ahead and take these braids out. We're gonna take all of the braids out around the braids on her edges and her leave out braids. Once we are done taking the braids out, we're going to add the pink shine spray for a little bit of moisture, and then we're just going to add some like styling spray. And this is what I do before I blow dry, just to give the hair a little bit of bounce, and I don't have to add as much product when I'm styling the hair. So we're going to go ahead and blow dry the hair, and I do this before every single install. Before styling any install, I make sure the hair is blow dried. I make sure the hair is straight, only because you don't want your curls to be like lumpy. And this is my friend, y'all, so I don't know what I'm helping her with, but it just happened to come up in the video. So excuse that little part or whatever. And now you want to go add on the slick stick and then hot comb it. Like, you want to hot comb it to make sure that it's super duper flat. And it's going to be flat, and the curls is going to do everything that you needed to do. So make sure you don't forget to don't skip this part, because it's important if you want your tracks to lay flat. And now I'm just going to go in and hot comb her edges, because you got to use a hot comb. I tell y'all this, the hot comb is my right hand man. I use a hot comb for every single install. So make sure you hot comb them edges, and make sure you hot comb every little piece. Look, she's scared, but it's okay. Your clients will be thankful for these parts, because mine are always. And before styling, we gonna foam. You can't forget the foam. The foam melts the leave out. Like, it just does something. I don't know what it do, y'all, but you can't forget it. This part is so important when you're doing a sew-in with leave out. This foam is everything, okay? Do y'all hear me? The foam is everything. Don't forget to foam your leave out. And when you're done putting that foam on that leave out, just go ahead and throw a black stocking cap on it. Put your client under the dryer for like 15 minutes and blow dry them out again, okay? So watch me do that, and then I'm gonna come back. So now that we've already put the foam on, she's from under the dryer, it's so much easier to flat iron. And it gives it just like a different type of shine. It blends totally different. Like, this part is important. So make sure y'all do not forget the foam, because the foam is going to make the leave out blend, okay? I'm giving y'all free classes on here. Like, literally. So make sure y'all shop my raw hair. Shop the Indian hair when it drop next week, because this install gonna be everything, and the hair is everything. So make sure y'all shop for real, okay? Like, y'all getting a free class. Send y'all clients over here anything, okay? Okay. I want y'all to watch how comfortable my girl about to get. And master, girl, like, what is you doing? Like, this how my clients do, y'all. I could be like, y'all, we recording, and they gonna lean all the way back like that. Like, girl, come on in. But y'all just see, I'm just flat ironing her leave out, and I'm using my Babybliss Flatiron, and you can find that on my Amazon storefront. I love this flat iron, the only flat iron that I use for leave out. Don't recommend any other flat iron, not for weave anyway. I love it. I do use a different flat iron for like natural blowouts, but for this, let's Babybliss. Only type, only one. It goes with every single hair texture, literally every single hair texture. So y'all see, it looks good already. We have not even done anything major. We haven't styled it or anything, haven't cut the layers or nothing. So, ooh, bless her, honey. Blessed her. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the next step. This is my favorite part. You want to grab a little bit of hair and start your layers by the nose area. Okay? By the nose area. Grab a little bit of hair and start your layers by the nose area. And you're going to do the same thing. Then grab the next section. And, yep, keep going. And keep going. And keep going. And you are supposed to cut into 90-degree angles. But I kind of have my own technique and own method. So what I do is I take different sections of each side of the hair and I cut it where I started the first layer, if that makes sense. If y'all need me to explain that again, just comment below. But you see where my hand is? That's where I started the first layer. So I'm just cutting down and cutting down and cutting down. So in a sense, I'm still in an angle, but not in a deep one. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, where my hand is. And also, don't forget when you're cutting layers, you can always go back in it and clean it up. But I'm going to let y'all see what I do throughout the whole head for the layers. So even grabbing the hair from different sides, you want to make sure that you are cutting enough layers, because if you aren't cutting enough layers, the curls are not going to hold. You have to cut layers to get curls. It's the only way. Like, for your curls to be deep and your layers to show, you have to cut deep layers. So y'all see how far I'm going up, but I'm making sure that I'm leaving the length on her hair as well. So make sure you grabbing section by section and you're measuring it with your hands. So now it's time to curl. And when you curl, you're going to go into a flip and pin. A flip and pin it. And y'all going to just see me do this. You're going to go into a flip and you're just going to pin it. A flip and pin. A flip and pin. And that's pretty much it. Like, you're going to flip it and then you're going to pin it. Flip it and pin it. Literally. And you're going to take big sections. And I'm using a 1.75 inch iron, my T3 iron, that's also in my Amazon storefront, to curl her hair. And once I'm done curling, I'm gonna go back in and clean some more of the layers up, and then she's gonna be done. think this install was pretty simple. If y'all need me to go into more details, please let me know and I will. But this is how you do it. So when you get to the very front piece, you do the front piece into the opposite. So you don't want to do a flip, you want to just curl it like a normal curl, and then you're going to pin that. So make sure, don't forget that when you're doing the front piece. Now we're just going to take these pin curls out and comb it out, clean up the layers, and we are done, y'all. So let's see what we got, okay? Tell me what y'all think. Oh my gosh, I love these curls, okay? Like, I absolutely love them. You got to clean these layers up so you can see them a little bit more. But yeah, I love them. And make sure you do this at the end of every install. When you curl them, you want to make sure you go back through and clean the layers up. Simple as that. So as you can see, what I'm doing, I'm just defining the layers just a little bit more. Like I already cut them, but I'm just defining them. Look at that, y'all. Oh, that looks so good. It looks so good. And this is the ending. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. She was definitely feeling herself. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. So make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe. And make sure y'all tell me what y'all want next. Tell me what y'all want more from me. Like, I'm getting on YouTube heavy. And I got a lot of information coming for y'all soon. So, and remember, these are Salon 527 Indian bundles dropping August 15th. Make sure you guys shop. Make sure you guys subscribe. And make sure you guys like this video. Thank you.